This is the interface of our new Scarbee P-Bass. The most cool thing about this whole thing is that, of course, the sound is nice, but you get a graphical display of everything what happens there. So if I play a note, you can see it's an open string, it's an E. As you can see, it's a sustained finger sample. If I play another sound here, you can see this is sustained from the A string, and I can immediately play hammer-on. And you not only see a symbol there, but you actually also see that it's a hammer-on whole. If I play a half hammer-on, you see another thing in there. And the same thing you can do pull off half. And if you play very softly, you get muted sounds like this. We can also trigger the mutes with this special key, the A# -1. No matter how hard you play, you will get a mute. Also, we mapped on the frets that actually has harmonics. It will play a harmonics when you play the softest as possible, like you have a harmonic here. And you can even play chords. We have a system that will recognize your chord playing, and we mapped all the harmonics in their right places on the fretboard. So you play a G here, like this. You'll see this harmonic symbol there, and you can see that it's a harmonics. And if it's a mute, you can see it here. It's a cross. So in that way you can see all the articulations, and we have special articulations as well. If you press down this G#0, you will have a trill, or you can have a bass trill, or a short bass trill. This is where you go over the fret like this very fast. And on top of this, we have this intelligent string selection system. If you play a open string here and you want to play, for instance, an A, then you see it selects the A string to play the A note. And sometimes you don't want that. So, of course, we have options that we can use these triggers here to select the string. And to make it easy to remember, the E key here will make it play it on the E string. If it's D string you want to play, then of course you cannot play this. But imagine it was like this, and you can control it by pressing the key for the string. Now we have the A note again here. Then you can use, if I said I want to play it on the A string, it's like that. Then you can use position keys to where you want to play it. And you hear, then suddenly this is the hand position you see where this is where the hand are. And every time you move it, you hear a fret noise. And if you move it shortly, like just 2 frets, then you have a short fret noise. If you move it over a longer distance, the fret noise automatically changes and becomes a longer fret noise also when changing back like this. And these keys here are good to put in the song so you can predict totally where you want to play. But apart from that, we also recently developed this new called player profile. And we put it to rock and retro, or soul and funk. What happens is then it will choose, typically it will choose A string right here on the E string, and it will play like this instead. You see, it plays like the fingers would do. So this is very useful if you want to stay away from these and have a more raw sound, because then maybe you also want to play, like if you play a a deep C here. You see, it selects the one on the E string instead of selecting the one on the A string. Oh, sorry, on the A string here, which has a brighter sound. That way you can control the way you want the intelligent fret selection to work. We also developed this system for vibrato using the mod wheel. So the amount of vibrato will go up and it will fade down slowly there. And the thing is that the way we created this vibrato is that I actually recorded my own performance on the real bass, and then I was able to see the curves of the waveforms, and then I draw the curves to imitate that, and we put it into the script, and we were able to compare the real vibrato with the vibrato that we did with the scripting until we got a perfect imitation. And on top of that, we also, when you do vibrato sometimes on bass, you go up and down and you get this fret noise, and we actually recorded that fret noise going up and down, scraping over the fret. And you can choose to have it or not to have it, but that will actually add some realism to the vibrato. Another cool thing is we have effects presets, where you can select different presets of effects that we have made, and you can save your own. And we have a very advanced system of different noises, like pickup hits. Sometimes when you play hard on a bass, you will hit the pickup, and we can set a ratio where you can put the probability of how often should you hit the pickup. In the release samples, we have different release samples. We have like a loose played release where you hear that the string is not dampened very much when you release it, and we also have recorded where you dampen the release, so you get a very tight release like this, where you immediately dampen it. And many great bass players have a very, very good technique of dampening very fast. And this you can also control by modulators, and you can set the probability of how often should it be loose, how often should it be tight. And within the tight you can set different level of tightness. When you do chords on bass, sometimes the problem can be that you don't hit all the keys at the same time. And you can adjust that in this section here with the sloppiness, where you can simply, if too often it happens that it doesn't recognize all the notes at the same time, then you can sort of put in a time here, and then the script will have some more time to decide that you actually wanted to have these 3 notes played at the same time. Our alternation system is also a little cooler than normally, because if I play a note here, you see it's index finger, and if I play it again, it's still index finger. But if I start playing faster, it will actually change between the middle and index finger. And this is a very cool feature that makes it much more natural to play. We have also recorded different noises that you can control, like the pickup hits, the pickup clap. You can, like we have many samples of you hitting the pickup, and you can use that as an effect on the in between the bass notes. And also here you can set the noise, fret noises levels. And what do we have here? You can decide the controllers, change them if you want to do, the playing position, the slide mode, and the release. Everything can be controlled by controllers. And also we have this extra little feature that you can press a key, the B-1, in the beginning of your song. And depending on the velocity, it will create a randomness that is totally predictable. So that if you have this in the beginning of the song, you can be absolutely sure that whatever happens, it will happen the next time you play back the track. So if you find a really cool version if this is how the bass track should sound and you love everything that happens, you can be sure that it happens the next time and it just didn't randomize or change anything.